Listen to what Russia 24 says about the COVID-19 situation. Quote, tonight Washington and London called on the World Health Organization to travel to China again in search of the source of the coronavirus. This is the opinion of the US mission at the headquarters in Geneva. The first trip of the delegation did not fulfill the task, and they say that now it is still necessary to conduct, quote, a transparent and a timely research phase. Quote, so look for the source of the virus on the market in Wuhan? Or, as they say in the USA, in the Wuhan laboratory. For a comment, Russia 24 turned to a prominent virologist, Academician Dmitry Lvov.
I don't think Biden is a very experienced virologist. I think not. All viral infections, about 150, came to humans from animals in the process of animal domestication. Viruses from wild animals have passed to domestic animals and from them to humans. Coronavirus is primarily a virus of bats. Someone got infected in the room where a bat spent a night, or entered a cave where these bats are in huge numbers. Perhaps she or he ate some kind of animal meat that has ecological ties to bats, and thus these were the first sources of infection. The infection then began to spread and turned them over time into a pandemic, and from my point of view, all this talk about artificial infection, about the fact that the Americans or the Chinese or someone else have brought this new breed of virus, is not worth a dime. Camels in Saudi Arabia were intermediate hosts for one of the coronaviruses. In China, such intermediate hosts could be civets. These are animals. If you remember Rikki Tikki Tavi, these are mongoose that hunt snakes.
What type of virus do you think could cause the next pandemic? Which way should we look? Maybe you need to look to some region?
This is, of course, first of all, Southeast Asia, where combined the high concentration of the population of India and China, and other countries where there is a very high number of domestic animals, birds, including chickens and so on, and plus to this, it is through these areas, in particular through China, that the flyways of birds pass. Millions of birds twice a year carry viruses adapted to them from continent to continent, and it is no coincidence that, for example, outbreaks of bird flu in China and in our country then immediately followed the flight of migratory birds. And so these outbreaks of the coronavirus in China originated in the fall, and autumn is the time of migration of bats.
From what type of influenza, hepatitis, smallpox virus to expect a blow?
First of all, you need to be afraid and be on the lookout against viral infections that are transmitted by the respiratory route, against which quarantine is almost impossible. And I refer to these viruses, smallpox, influenza and the viruses of coronavirus family. These are the three groups of infections. Well, there are quite a few influenza viruses. There were also many coronaviruses, like smallpox viruses, and with these infections, you need to keep your ear on your guard and be extremely vigilant.
More information on this and other news from the Russia 24 on their YouTube channel at the link provided in the line.